did you want to make a comment? Comment?
I nailed it. Welcome aboard. Thanks for watching the now 24,000 subscriber K6EGG live stream channel. Nice to see you folks in there once again. It is Friday, a rare Friday off for me. Actually, I got a lot coming up. I'm very free coming up actually. So looking forward to playing some radio. I got the I've been doing some testing with the GoPro Hero 13. I'm on the fence about it. I'm learning. One of the things I wanted to do was to go live with it. I was able to go live with it when I was at my house the other morning, and I didn't think it wasn't working. I have not had it overheat, although it's in the mid 50s here, which you guys just saw the weather channel there. So some people have problems with it overheating. I heard it overheats a lot in 4K, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I got a windshield mount that I've been using, or that I used today. It seemed to work out okay, but I was trying to get it to go live, or trying to make it to go live, and it wouldn't go live. I tried. So, Bert, nice to see you in there. There's a lot of things I have to get used to. This is where I've mentioned before, some people disagree. I'm not a content creator. I'm a live streamer. I think there's some big differences in that. And the fact that I am supplying content, but I'm not creating a storyline, yada, 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 which to a lot of those folks that make videos and produce them and write the scripts for them, that's a lot of work. And I'm finding that out because I did a test of a thing I want to do with a vlog. Holy crap, that's a lot of work. Yeah. I got a dead cat for it. For the Hero 13? So that's why I don't really consider myself a content creator. Yes, I'm making content, but it's not like I'm creating it. I think when someone creates something, they have to think up the storyline. They have to write it. A lot of guys write scripts. Some people just freeball it, or not freeball it, freestyle it. Oh boy, that did not come out right. You guys understand what I'm saying. That's my personal opinion. So I'm trying to get in that realm of producing some videos, producing some vlogs, so to speak. Tomorrow, the plan is to great. Honestly, that was totally not what I was planning on saying. Tomorrow, I'm planning on doing a POTA over at Chino Hill State Park. A couple problems with that, and I also been starting to film me getting ready for. I should say record. There's no film involved. It's digital recording. Some of the activities leading up to the POTA. There's a lot of people they show up at the POTA site and they show them setting up and then you're done. Well, in some cases there's a process to it, and I'll get to that a little bit. Getting stuff ready because I do a live stream when I'm there, getting the batteries charged, making sure the stuff's in the right spot, making sure I bring everything. I'm gonna try to put that together somehow. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I'm gonna try to. And here's another funny thing, and it will be in the video. I was getting the dish ready, the satellite dish, the Starlink ready, and I was trying to think of when the last time I used my Starlink dish, used it out in the field. It was in October in Nevada with John. And as I'm saying it, I had my phone go off in my pocket, and then I grabbed my phone and looked I don't know why I was looking at my phone when I was trying to content create. It was John texting me talking about a POTA. So go figure. The same person I did the last POTA with, or the last live stream with the satellite dish, text me. So very strange, small world. You guys know how that works out. Yeah. Dana, nice to see you in there. Todd, Lawrence, Todd, nice to see you in there talking about free balling. That was bad choice of words. I did not mean what I said. Well, I kind of did. I don't know. It did not come out right. So see, that's the other thing. When I content create, number one, I suck at writing. Number two, I suck at reading, which you guys all know. And number three, I work a little bit better at just feeding off you folks in the chat. So I have nobody to chat with when I'm talking. So it's a little bit, I don't know where to go. So that's where I think a lot of folks that do make these videos, they deserve a lot of what they get. And that's what I mean by money and stuff. And I'm not doing, like I said, I'm not doing the videos for money. I'm just doing this for fun. Yeah, but the problem is, I don't know if this works. The problem is I have to read it, and I suck at reading. It seems like I'm reading it, and it's horrible. It will be horrible. You guys rather be going to the dentist than to listen to me try to read. Rob Q, nice to see you in there. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I saw you in there. And America, United States of America is the best country out there. I don't care what anybody says. It is. That's why you got people dying to get in here. You don't see any other countries you see people dying to get into. You guys can try to name some. I don't think you're going to come up with any. But yeah, so I'm going to try to put some videos together. One of the main reasons why I got this camera is I want to document some stuff when I go to Hamcation, including the travel, and visiting maybe some YouTube folks. Mike, nice to see you in there. Thank you for liking the content that I send to you. It's live stream content, which, like I said, I don't know if you guys just got in here. I think live stream content's a little bit different than produced content. It is still content. I'll give you that. I'll give some folks that, but it's different. It is a lot of work to make something interesting show up on video, and I'm now realizing that, and that I'm coming from a broadcast background, a huge broadcast background, lot of live broadcast, and putting together something that takes, it's going to be 20-minute video. It's going to take hours. Like, what am I doing? You know what? That's going to be the shortest video out there. Nobody's probably going to watch it. I appreciate it, Mike. And Mike, are you still studying? It's going to be cold in Colorado, so you're not going to be able to get outside. Do a lot more studyings. I like unscripted. I like to just let it flow because I think you get a little bit better content. Live is live. Live is life. That's why I don't like those reality shows, because they're not live. They should have live reality shows. What's that video, that show? And I'll get to ham radio in a moment. I'm on FT8 20 meter. Live PD, but they changed the name to something else because I got sued or something. Anyways, I think that's a great idea. And so TV wise, live means within 3 hours, I believe, or 4 hours, according to the FCC. So a lot of that stuff is pre-recorded, but within the time frame. A lot of it's within On Patrol, yes. I actually went to the Live PD studios when they were Live PD in A&E in New York, 2019, I believe. Something like that. Anyways, the reason why I'm saying it's live content. It's pre-recorded but packaged live. I know that sounds weird, but it's basically not really edited. They just kind of edit out maybe some bad words, and I think they keep some actually bad words in there. I think they're more worried about nudity and racial type slurs and stuff like that. Adam, nice to see you in there. But they pretty much air it as it is, and they don't want anybody to get killed, obviously, on live TV, which I think they caught something in San Antonio, I want to say. It is. We are. I'm actually on right now. I met the guy that's from Arizona. That when I walk, so okay, here's another little story, little weird story. So I called somebody that I know that supplied some gear for that show. It's a rental company. As they told me in passing that they were getting ready for that show, and I called them. I said, "Hey, I'd love if you know any contacts. I'd love to see how that that show is produced, and I'm going to be in New York City during this time frame, and I'm over a weekend, and I have a Friday night off and a Saturday night off. So let me know. Just a text me back. He's like, yeah, text this guy or call this guy. He'll set you up. I called this guy. He's like one of the engineers. He's like, yeah, come by. I'll leave your name. I left my name at the front. They gave me directions or the address and stuff where to go. A&E Networks. I think it's in East Side City in New York City. I forget the name, how they pronounce that. Seth would know. Anyways, I get there. They had my name in there. The security took me upstairs, and the guy that I was supposed to meet wasn't even there. So I'm just kind of standing there by myself, and I'm like in the studio. I'm like, hi. So, but they were really nice. I told them what was going on and told them who invited me in, and I stayed there for about an hour and a half, and they were actually pretty cool. Seeing how that was produced. It was actually produced, and it's actually directed by a sports person. So it's very sports like. I would say close to golf. A lot of golf is live, but it's not really live. It's packaged. So what you're actually seeing is 90% of the golf, if you guys watch golf, is not really live. It's kind of what they call EVS, and that's how they stack them. So they start the event like basically 20 minutes, 30 minutes after they go live, and they record all of them and squeeze them together. They time shift everything, and as it gets towards the end, they usually will take the last, back 9, last, 17, 18 holes live. Anyways, they kind of basically record it and play it back as if it was live within an hour or two. But anyways, I'm on FT8. I was going to get something to drink, and I just decided to not do it because I've been talking. I'm on FT8, 20 meters. How's voice doing? I would love to make some contacts on voice tonight. I'd like to know how they use notch filters to cut out car horns. You hear car horns and stuff. I don't have cable. So actually I can't watch On Patrol. I think I can download the app and watch it for like $20. But I have not watched it. I don't think I've watched it since it moved from A&E in like 2020. Oh, it's on Peacock. I don't have Peacock. Peacock Premium. See, yeah, I dropped cable. I have YouTube TV. Man, this sucks. I'm gonna go to 40. Ooh, that's good. I wonder how 40 voice is doing. You know what? I'm gonna try voice. Let's do it live. Don't forget to hit that like button, folks. I know I always bug about that. That's the only thing I ask for. That's all I want in life. That, and I would like to get 100,000 subs. I think that would be pretty cool. Don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. And Dana, if you're still in here, I remember I didn't think I was going to get 500 subs. There's a couple big signals. That is a humongous signal. I'm amazed I got 100.
Way back in the 70s,
There's a couple big signals in here tonight. Spanish speakers? I know I'm out of band. I just want to listen. A lot of Spanish speakers tonight. Wow. Todd's getting mad because I'm moving around too much. Another big signal here. A lot of Spanish speakers on tonight. It's like 3 out of 4 stations I tuned into.
Kilo 0 Kilo Whiskey Hotel. M6 Donald Trump Radio. I got you at a 5-9 on my end. Sorry, we're getting somebody else that's stepping all over us. But how's your night going? Slow out there.
N6 Donald Trump Radio. Orange Radio.
There you go. It sounds like a lot of fun.
What is that supposed to mean? Oh, Upper East Side. That's what I meant. As soon as I saw you, I remembered where A&E Networks was at. Upper East Side. That sound familiar? Is this 7200?
I'm sorry, could you say that again? Like I said, we're being stepped on a little bit.
What about Spanish speaking radio? I think every city has Spanish speaking radio stations. It is not as California as it used to be. I think that's a radio station. That's too... No. Not AMC, A&E. 2 different networks. No, and there, I don't think it's... No, it was like a 20-minute drive because I stayed by the Marriott by MSG, and it was about a 20-minute ride. Was it by Pig Heaven or Hog Heaven or whatever that place is called? I'd like to make some contacts. Let's find out if this is clear. And let's make some contacts, boys and girls. I hope. You know what? And you're not wrong. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. I don't remember seeing the UN. Oops. Is it JFK that's by the UN? Is that correct? I don't know what that is. Turtle Bay? Is that not the Upper East Side? I thought I thought it was the Upper East Side. It's not by anything. It was like not by like any, it was by like in a apartment area, like a residential area. Midtown. Yeah, it was by the bigger buildings. It's kind of towards Wall Street. Yeah, this was at 2019.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
Hi, Greg. Haven't talked to you on 40 meters in forever.
Hello. Good evening. How you doing?
Good. I'm in Quartzsite, Arizona. I'm camping in the desert. I'm freezing my butt off, and this is Kilo Delta 7 November Hotel Mike. Are you live streaming?
I am very much live streaming there, Rick. Good to hear you. And is that ham fest thing in the middle of the desert kind of thing?
It is very much. We're having a blast out here. I've got my rooftop camper on my Ram 2500 with the camper shell, and I'm sitting next to it with a battery pack, my Icom 705, a brand new Shigu 100-watt GPA 100 amplifier, and a Chameleon end-fed half-wave about 25 feet, and we've been just blasting the signals out of quartzite here. This has been a blast.
I love blasting. It's great to blast. Transmitting everywhere. Was this like a semi-assigned frequency for you guys? Did I just stumble upon this, or did you find me here?
Well, I heard you ask if the frequency was in use, and a few minutes ago, about 3 or 4 minutes ago, there were some guys in here rattling off in some language I couldn't understand. So I just was tuning back through the dial, and I heard you, and I go, that sounds like Greg.
Well, excellent. I appreciate you coming back to me. I did hear a number of Spanish speakers out there, and I think it was Spanish. So maybe, I don't know, but definitely good to hear you out there. Great signal across the Colorado River, the low desert, coming across the low desert of Southern California tonight. Sorry it's cold there. It's not bad here. It's in the 50s right now, believe it or not.
Did he just drop, or is it me?
Hey, Rick, did you drop out? Because I totally lost you. Rick, I guess the band might have dropped out on us. 5 till 7 here in Southern California, and then someone pulled the plug. I guess battery ran out or something. I don't know. Maybe it was a. Oh, looks like I have some internet problems there. But anyways, if you can still hear me, 7-3.
Seth, is that you? On your iPad?
All right, man. I think you came back to me. I couldn't really hear you there, but 7-3 from Chino, California. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ 40 meters.
Kilo 0, Kilo Whiskey Hotel. KK7 Charlie Delta Golf for your CQ.
Stand by for the CQ. Was there Kilo 0 Kilo Whiskey Hotel?
QSL, name here is 10 Kilo Echo November, and we're in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where it is currently -2 degrees. Over.
Well, I'm exactly 60 degrees warmer than you here. It's 58 degrees here in Southern California. A beautiful night, a little fog rolling in, but yeah, it's not too cold. I was just in shorts and not a tank top, but a t-shirt. Good to get you in there, Ken, for our first contact there from Colorado.
Yeah, roger that. We're actually at our field base site in a tent, believe it or not. Mostly short sleeves. It's about 66 degrees in here with the wood still going, so making some last minute preparations, making sure everything's good for field day tomorrow.
Well, copy that. Yeah, I'm going to do some field day myself over at Chino Hill State Park. I'm going to actually do a POTA and see how the bands are doing, because this week was a little rough. I think we got electrocuted from the sun earlier this week, but good to hear you in there, and you sounding good. Although you dropped a little bit, I got a lot of noise here on this side, but sounding good there from Colorado.
Roger that. Well, appreciate you calling CQ tonight. Just about a 5 and 757 here, and thanks for getting us in the logbook. I hope you have a great evening, and we'll look forward to maybe catching you tomorrow for field day. K0, KWH, 7-3.
Copy that. 7-3 there from Colorado, K0KWH. And was there another station calling me back after the CQ? Go ahead. I guess he went bye-bye, or the band dropped him out. This is Kilo 6 Echo Germany calling CQ 40 meters from Chino, California.
Kilo Echo 0 Mike Alpha Delta.
Sean, you're a great signal tonight here into Southern California. It's 5-9.
Hey, you're not too bad tonight for as noisy as it is. I've got you 5 and 7. 57, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You freezing your stuff off there?
Well, I'm not freezing it off yet. We're just going to say the Audi's turning into an 80 pretty quick.
Don't break me. It's early yet. It's only 7 o'clock, or it's 8 o'clock where you're. I think it's actually 9 o'clock where you're at. Well, yeah, I saw. I guess the system's starting to move in. I guess the bulk of it's going to be the coldest is going to push through tomorrow. It's probably killing a lot of field day activities throughout the. I think it's I don't know, southern part of the Midwest and in the South, right?
It's pretty widespread. We're not supposed to see anything above really, much above 10 degrees for the next 5 days here.
Ugh. Actually, we had some rain yesterday, and then it's actually nice. It's just foggy here. If anything, it's not like warm and it's not like super hot.
Well, you just go ahead and keep bragging about that.
Well, we did have like 12 straight days of rain a couple weeks ago, so that's bad weather for us.
Well, we're gonna get the snow should be falling here. Actually, I bet if I look outside, I bet snow's starting to fall right now. We're supposed to get about 14 to 18 inches, they say. So anyway, sounding good, Greg. 5, 7, 5, 8 on the peaks there.
Oh, copy that. I'm giving you a 5-9. Great signal. Beaming out of your frozen air there in the Midwest. 7-3 from Chino, California.
Seth, are you in here?
I'll try. I don't know if you can hear me.
I hear you. Rick, where did you send them to?
This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ 40 meters.
Send it to Discord.
Alpha Kilo 6, Kilo X-ray.
Let's see if I got this one right. Alpha Kilo 6, Kilo X-ray?
Affirmative. I'm in California also, so maybe you're looking for guys out across the border. I don't know. It's 50 degrees here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and you're 15 over. Back to you.
I'm looking for anybody to call me back. I'm just looking to make contacts today, see how the band's doing, see how people are doing on this great Friday night, and hope you're staying warm with that cold 50 degrees up there in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah, no, I got the door shut and the windows are buttoned up, so yeah, we're doing fine. How about you? What's going on? I think I heard you mention you're doing photo right now, or you're mobile, or what was that over?
Oh, I'm going to do a POTA tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon, and kind of participate in field day as well, because I have the day off. I normally don't have weekends off, so I'm going to enjoy the day. It's supposed to be nice weather tomorrow down here in Southern California, so I'm going to take advantage of that. So I'll be at Chino Hills State Park tomorrow afternoon. Going to try to work 10 through 20 tomorrow, and everything in between.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'll listen out for you. And I might give that a go. I'm a pretty new ham. I got to see my license about this time last year. So the POTA stuff looks like a lot of fun, over.
I like doing the POTA. No, first reason, it's kind of nice just to get out of the office, or in this case, my ham shack. It's my office. And enjoy the nice clear air, and also the low noise floor. For me here at my house, I got a huge noise floor that impacts a lot of incoming signals, and I can't hear the lower signals. So it's good just to get on the battery and just make contacts and enjoy the nice atmosphere there at the park. So I'm looking forward to it. And POTA makes it happen. And you can kind of experiment a little bit more how you have your antenna set up too. You can kind of move it and orientate it differently, or put the radios out differently depending on your antenna on the ground there. So it's just kind of fun to experiment around, because every time I get a little bit different signal and stuff, and depending on what type of day too.
Yeah, sure. What kind of antenna are you going to set up, over?
It's a 17-foot whip with 4 ground radios, and the ground radios are about 7 feet each, I believe. It's a industrial, an industrial antenna, but it's like I didn't make the antenna. I bought it online, and I got a FT8 91 with just a little bio-NO battery. So I'll be pumping out about 100 watts, and looking forward to getting out there and see how the bands are. I haven't done a POTA, not sitting in my car since October when I was out in Las Vegas.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to listen for you. You know about what time you're going to be on the air?
I don't know what time field day starts. I think it's like at 6 a.m. I have to double check, but I'm not going to be out that early. The park opens about 8, so I'm going to try to get out there about 10. By the time I get set up, it'll be about 11 Pacific time.
Well, I'll listen for you for sure. And your numbers here, Kilo Golf, Germany.
It's Kilo 6 Echo Golf, and it looks like we chatted. I want to say it was October 30th here on 40 meters as well.
That might have been. I'd have to look back. I mean, I write everything down. I don't use the computer log. I just write everything down. I have 2 pads. I've got one that is the clean one, and then I've got the one that I scribble on real quick, and then I transcribe it later over.
Well, copy that. Yeah, I try to log everything and try to keep up to date on who I talk to. So I think I remember talking to you, but it's hard to say. But good to hear you. You sound great down here. Hope to catch you. I don't know if I'm going to be on 10 through 20 tomorrow, 10 through 20, and everything in between.
This is Rick set up here.
I'm going to listen for you. All right, I'll let you get back to hunting. Anyway, Alpha Kilo 6, Kilo X-ray, clear with Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
All right, take care. I believe it's Martin, correct? And this is Greg on this end.
Marty, yeah. I think I remember having a chat with you. And once again, it was K6 Echo Golf, correct?
That is correct. And if you're really bored, it sounds like you don't have a computer nearby. I'm actually on YouTube this very moment. People are watching, trying to figure out how to get on the air right now through all their cold weather in the Midwest there.
Q&I.
7-3. Q&I. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Good copy up here into Oregon, man. You sound great.
What was the prefix there, Q&I?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Kilo Fox 7, Quebec, November, India. KF7, Q&I, Oregon. And the name here is Ray, Radio Alpha Yankee. Go ahead.
Hey there, Ray. I think I caught you a couple times. KF7, QNI. Great signal down here into the southern part of California. It looks like we last chatted back in August, I believe, here on 40 on 2:30. So good signal down here. Hoping for good signal tomorrow afternoon when I'm doing the POTA.
Oh yeah, you won't. You're at that 500-mile range, and so your sweet spot for up here in Oregon, at least where I'm at. I know a bunch of guys in Southern Cal that they run all day long, 20 overs, that kind of thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wish I could do 40 during the day here, but man, my noise floor is like miserably bad. I can get away with 10 and 15, 17 sometimes, but anything like 20 and below is disgustingly noisy at best.
Hey, when you go out,
I'm just kind of curious.
Not linked. Activation. Are you also going to do winter field day?
Flooded with solar panels.
Stand by for the question there. What was that about panels?
Yeah, I mean, do you have like all your neighbors, that they have all solar panels? I'm in a rural area, so I don't have a closed, I don't have any noise here, but I do have neighbors with solar panels, but they really don't make a lot of noise, at least most of the time. During the hot summer days they do, but not during the winter time. Go ahead.
Yeah, all my neighbors pretty much have solar panels. I'm not 100% sure that is all of it, but I think it's a combination of the pool pumps and the people charging their electric cars and maybe some solar panels and water softeners and whatever else going on. I noticed a little bit difference when Christmas was around with some lights there. And standby, I think I got a question from Marty about POTA. Go ahead. Was there somebody asking about POTA? I guess not. I guess they disappeared. But yeah, it just depends. It's a combination of, I think, a lot of different things. I can drive about 10 miles away and it's all gone.
Yeah, it's just garbage design of stuff. So anyway, but yeah, I'll tell you what, you're 20 over up here, man. I don't know what kind of power you're running, but you're killing it up here into Oregon, no problem.
I'm running 30,000 watts. Just kidding. I'm just running it looks like I'm peaking out about 98 watts right now. That's about it. But yeah, you're 20 overs here. Great sounding, nice, clear audio as well.
Yeah, it's just the band. I mean, the band is so the band right now is a little bit, it's kind of up and down, a little QRP stuff, or whatever. Anyway, yeah, you took a little dive there, but, it's 40 meter, and it's, 7 o'clock-ish, at that time. And
we lost Seth.
Things were kind of changing, but anyway, you
just
sound great,
when I was going to go back to
whatever you're running, that radio sounds really good on my old school TS830S Kenwood. Go ahead.
Copy that. You running a stock mic or anything like that? I like the way those old radios sound. They have a little bit more character with them.
No, I'm running a wireless Jabra headset, and so it can be a good thing or a bad thing. One thing is that if you're walking around
wireless
the house,
headset,
because I'm not in front of my radio, I can be out in it's boxed, so I can be out in the garage or whatever. It's great. This thing probably has about 400 feet of good old. As far as the headset to the base station, it's probably 400 feet of good, easy conversation. Go ahead.
How do you push the talk when you're you on a cable or are you Bluetooth headset?
Well, no, it's Box. Are you familiar with Box?
Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't realize. I mean, yeah, obviously you could use it with a headset there, but I try to usually stay away from it. If I drop something in the house or something, or make a noise in my office, I don't want to be accidentally be transmitting or something like that. That's of course, my personal preference there.
Right. Yeah, yeah. You can't make. So you got to be quick. So this little headset, right? I'm running this little headset, and it runs on 1.9 or I think 1.9 or 8 gigahertz, and so there's no interference. I never have a problem with that. And the range is probably 400 feet. This little headset, I can walk. I got a 1 acre chunk of property here in Oregon, and I can walk way out in the center of the property, and there's no cutout, right? It works really, really well. I'm really impressed, considering, it's 1.8 gig. Anyway, I guess these little headsets put out a little bit of power. Go ahead.
Yeah, you should plug an external antenna up to it and see how far you can get with it. I know one night I plugged my hotspot in and walked 2 miles to my park there, was able to hit it. So you never know. But good to hear you in here. Good to make some more contacts out here in 40. I'm glad to see some folks out here on 40. I don't know if you're doing any field day up there. I don't know how the weather is up there. I don't think you're getting as cold as I believe they refer to it the Midwest area that's getting nailed, the Plain States. I think you're getting some really nasty cold weather in the south and the northern part of Georgia and Alabama. Going to get some ice storms apparently.
And where are you located again?
I'm in Chino, about 40 miles east or 37.8 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not going to get cold. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you're not going to get cold down there. But
God, I hope
half
not.
of the United States is going to freeze, I guess, during the weekend. I guess we'll see about that. I'm way up here into Oregon, and it gets cold up here. It'll get down below freezing for sure, and in the 20s and stuff. But when it really freezes hard and the freezing rain, that's no fun. Go ahead.
No, my body is not really made for cold. I'm a summer boy. I was born in August, and I believe that had something to do with why I like the warmer weather. I could deal with it better. I'd rather get super hot and almost die of heat than be in below freezing weather. My body just does not like it. It feels like my muscles are gonna freeze up on me. But yeah, good to hear you out here. I think I'm gonna try to make a couple more contacts out here before I go back over to FT8. But good to hear you out there. And I got you in my logbook for it looks like the fourth time actually.
Okay, very good. You go and make your contacts. All right, good to have the conversation. Yeah, you're a good person to have a good conversation with, and so you take care and have more contacts. KF7Q&I, back to you.
Copy that, 7-3, there, Ray.
Okay, 7-3, go ahead.
I am using an SSL BiG SiX.
All right, let's see if I can make a couple more contacts here on 40 meters. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf calling CQ 40 meters. See how well the signals are getting out. Maybe anybody out to the east or north from here.
Kilo 7, Charlie Delta Golf.
Anyway, there was somebody doubling with you there.
Kilo 7, Kilo Charlie Golf, go ahead.
Charlie Delta Golf. I'm in northern Utah. You're a good 5'9", been in and out, up and down.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm sorry, I heard someone double in there, but yeah, I got you in there. Yeah, you grade 5'9", here into Southern California. It looks like this is our first contact, so I hope you log this baby out.
Yeah, I'm gonna push enter right now here. I'm on a homebrewed vertical antenna in the backyard, freezing my butt off out here.
Doing a little winter field day early there. I feel for you folks that are pretty much anything east of the Colorado River, and the Nevada state line is going to get some cold weather. But yeah, man, hang in there.
I'm using a rum log.
7-3, appreciate it.
Copy that, appreciate it, and try to stay warm there. And I got you in the logbook. I don't know if you're going to log this one out. 7-3. And was there another station calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf?
Kilo 0 Delta Oscar Lima.
Kilo 0 Delta Oscar Lima. I hope I put the zeros and the O's in there correct. Is that correct, Jason?
Yep, that's correct. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you. You're a 5'9" here into Southern California. I hope you're staying warm out there in Colorado.
Yeah, copy that. It's 2 degrees here right now. I'm about...
No problem there, 86DL.
About an hour west of Denver. And cold came through yesterday, and looks like it's not letting up for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I hear. This is like going to be a prolonged event there, which is unfortunate. I hope it clears up, because I'm heading to Florida in about 2.5 weeks, so I hope even it's getting down into Florida. It's like Florida's getting into the 40s for the high there, northern Florida.
Yeah, it looks like it's hitting most of the country. You guys are lucky as usual.
Yeah, I was mentioning this earlier. We had like 2-week period of rain right during Christmas and after New Year's. Obviously, that's not cold, but so I'm cool. I'm down with some nice weather for the next couple weeks. I have after Sunday, I have the next 7 or 8 days off. So, and this is great, because I'm going to try to get some POTA in and try to catch up on some radio stuff, because I've been like burning on both ends the last 3.5 weeks.
Yeah, I hear ya. I'm hoping that the cold weather cleans up the bands a little bit. It's been rough last few days.
Just remember, any pizza could be a personal pizza, so you never know. It could be rich for me. It could be rich for you.
Yeah, man. What are you running for your radio there?
I'm running an L-Craft K4D transceiver, the Cat 500 tuner, and the KPA 500 amplifier. through a 40-meter vertical delta loop hanging off my deck. Over.
Nice. You running any power at all?
Yeah, I'm running about 500 watts right now.
Well, copy that. Yeah, you're doing a trick. You making any contacts out east, or is it just coming west right now?
I haven't tried anything out east since this afternoon, but I was getting out there towards...
You're not, sorry.
Indiana fairly well earlier.
Well, copy that. Hopefully the bands will be good. You doing any for tomorrow's field day? You doing any field day stuff, or are you going to try to stay in because of the weather situation?
Yeah, I'm probably going to stay mostly inside. I just spent the last couple of weeks studying for and taking my extra exams, so I'm probably going to take a break from radio a little bit, have some casual QSOs, and just enjoy it for a bit.
Go for it.
Well, copy that. Did you pass your extra? Are you radioed out, or you bummed you didn't pass?
Yeah, no, I passed. It went pretty smoothly, but yeah, it was.
Jump on in.
I guess I crammed for about 7 days, and it was pretty intense.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. I really, really get on the ball about that. I need to get on the ball about that. I know I studied for a while for my general, and then I stopped, and then I crammed for like a week, and I barely passed. I failed one test, and I passed the second one I did. So good for you. Congratulations. Welcome to another part of the hobby.
Yeah, thanks. I found I use ham radio prep for my general, and I use part of it for the extra as well. But I found a book that somebody had recommended to me that had just the questions and answers, and just going through and familiarizing myself with the 600 questions and their answers. By the time I went to take the test, they just jumped off the page at me. It was pretty smooth.
So I'm usually personally, obviously everybody tests and memorize tests to pass them differently. For you, what was it? Were you just trying to remember the questions and associated with the answers, or did you try to actually learn the formula of the questions?
For test purposes, I pretty much just memorized the answers and then recognized the answers when they showed up. Kind of in the context of the question, but not depending on understanding the question. I did run into a few subjects that I didn't know that well. For example, the integrated circuits was difficult and semiconductors was difficult. So I used ChatGPT to walk me through a bunch of the concepts that I had troubles with, but for the most part, like antenna propagation, etc., I already felt like I had a pretty good understanding of that, so the concepts made sense, and I just focused on the answers.
That's kind of what I did, and pardon me there, my foot slipped off the pedal. To your point, the electronics part and the math part, not my strong point, so I really had to memorize the sequence of the answers, if that makes sense, of how it's worded, at least for the general part of it. I know I made a bunch of stupid mistakes when I took my general, stuff I should have known I missed, and some of the stuff I kind of made logical guesses on, I actually got right. So good for you. I need to get on that. So I appreciate the contact, Jason from Colorado. Good to get you in the logbook. I don't know if you're going to log or not, but I have you in there for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I'll log that for sure. Thanks for taking my call. I'll listen to the stream for a little bit and enjoy the weather for the next couple of weeks. And if you need any help, you want to bounce ideas off me, go ahead. You can find me on my Reddit page. Let me know if I can do anything to help you do it. So.
And Jason, just to let you know, I'm on your QRZ page right now. I don't see your email on there, but I plan on if I get serious about studying, I live stream on YouTube. I might do some studying, maybe some practice test on online to test. Wow, I got a bad echo on my headset, but I need to see where it's coming from. But I plan on trying to get some study and maybe have some people in the chat help me out for my live stream. So appreciate the contact out there from Colorado and 7-3.
Yeah, sounds good. 7-3 is good luck, my friend. K6EGG, this is K0DOL, 7-3.
Yeah.
Anybody else out here before? It sounds like the band's starting to drop out here, but I'd love to get another contact in before I go back over to FT8. Anybody else out there?
Kilo 0, Mike Lima Golf. Sierra Yankee. Kilo 0, Bravo Fox. Kilo 0, Mike Lima Golf.
Kilo 0, Mike Lima Golf. Go ahead.
Well, Greg, I've been listening to you talk for a little bit, and I'm also in Colorado, and I didn't catch Jason's call sign. I could hear him, but I just couldn't make out what he was saying. Go ahead, Greg.
I had a mini pileup, and I heard a couple familiar voices in there. His call letters, Jason's call letters there was K0DOF. Sorry, K0DOL, as in Larry.
K0DOL?
QSL.
Roger, Roger. Okay, well, I'll look you up, Greg. It seems to me I have talked to you, and I went and looked at my logbook and went, no, I didn't log you. But I remember your face and the mic and the headset and being in Chino, so I don't know. I used to run through Chino all the time on the 60 trucking from out here in Colorado out to Southern California. And I don't know. The voice sounds familiar, but I just didn't log you there. Go ahead.
Well, maybe I talked to you on VHF or something like that. I don't really log those contacts.
Tim, you're sending
us
up.
I've been HF, and I haven't been out to Southern Cal for since 2011, and I wasn't really out there that much. 2010 to 05, I was out there every week, so yeah, I used to trade a truck out through there listening to KFI and the whack job VHF repeater out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe you're thinking about 435, and that actually has mellowed out. That's kind of a like normal repeater now, believe it or not. I think some of the people are not on radio anymore, but possibility of maybe talking on VHF back in the day. I did have my license at that point, but I wasn't definitely as involved as I am now. And this looks like our first contact, at least that I'm logging. I got you in there. I hope that you confirm that too.
Yeah, I will. Well, like I said, I think we talked before and just didn't log it. So anyway. And I don't normally log.
I don't remember that.
More 48 stuff, or even on North American, I normally don't log it. It's not normally something I do. Although I wish I would have earlier, then I could have said, yeah, we talked, and it could just be my imagination, and that's been known to happen too. Anyway, I'll log you and confirm you, and have a great evening. Good chatting with you. Kilo 0, Mike Lima Golf, northern Colorado, 70 north of Mile High and 30 miles south of Cheyenne.
You're starting to fall out, but I'm being told in my chat here on my live stream that maybe DMR or DStar, like 30 Charlie.
Say that again, Greg.
I'm being told in my live stream chat that we may have touched base before, like on DMR or possibly DStar 30 Charlie. Do you do digital modes?
Negative.
Okay, well, copy that. Well, I got you in the logbook this time, so now I know I talked to you at some point. But I appreciate the contact out there from looks like Wilmington, Colorado.
Well, Wellington, Colorado. Okie dokie. And the lights here going, hey, maybe you talked to you on blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. People chiming in, adding multiple guess answers. That's pretty funny. All right, have a good one. K6EGG.
Copy that. You have a good one as well. Appreciate the contact out there. From Wellington. I can't read, and I have a light in my face, too, so it's hard to see my screen there, but 7-3.
Kilo 0 Bravo Fox.
Dustin, I got you in there. You sound very familiar. You sound very close to Martin there. Maybe it's a Colorado thing. Maybe it's the altitude up there.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I've been listening to you this whole time, and just in the last, 2-3 minutes, you actually came up because I've got a lot of noise here tonight. But good to get you in the logbook again for a 40-meter voice there, Greg. A lot of them still calling if you can hear them. K6EGG, K0 Bravo Fox.
I'm going to give you a 5-1 because you dipped into my noise floor there. But good to hear you out there, and stay warm out there in Colorado.
Yeah, did you hear it was cold?
Yeah, a little bit. I heard somebody whine. I saw somebody whining about it in the Discord chat. I don't know who that was.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't say it over the air. Hey, we'll catch you after bed.
7-3. Anybody else out there before I go to FT8?
KF7Q&I, where are you located?
I think that's for you, Dustin.
Oh, no, it's your frequency. It's your frequency. I'll go up 205.
No, I think he was asking you where you're at.
No, I was asking you where you're at, KF7Q&I, Oregon.
I'm in Chino, California. Chino, outside of Los Angeles.
Oh, Chino. Okay. Wow. Yeah, good signal.
All right. Copy that, man. Good to get you in there. And, Dustin, you take care. Anybody else out there before I hang her up? One more time. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf calling CQ one last time here on 40 meters. It got quiet. Everybody's probably dipped into my noise floor. That's easy because I have a deep end here. It's a S8 tonight. Not that bad. Not as bad as the Christmas time. All right. I'm going QRT, but I'm going to go to digital modes. At least I'm going to go QRT for voice. 7-3, K6EGG.
Yeah, if you could, don't go digital mode on this frequency if you don't mind, because I originally had this frequency and I kind of gave it to you. So anyway, go digital downstairs somewhere. KF7Q&I, Oregon.
What?
Wow.
My statement is probably true that I put the text.
KF7Q&I, QRZ, anybody.
Did you clear the frequency?
Yeah, I asked. I have evidence.
Yeah.
I have evidence. Rick was my first guy. He said somebody was talking on it like 5 minutes before I got on, and I asked twice.
I kind of gave this YouTube channel to you because I once streamed on YouTube.
Oh my God.
Golly.
Yeah, I said something to talk about. You guys probably heard this. Don't repeat it. That's my personal opinion. Good logs in there, or good contacts in the log tonight on voice. A little interesting. I don't know what to say. Very weird, but I hope everybody's happy. Tim, welcome aboard with your new mixer.
What did Tim do?
Well, he set myself back when I was talking. That was one thing.
Yep. Yeah, I was going to say, who's giving me a headache?
I'm like, whoa.
So I said, I got to hear Greg twice. I'm getting a headache.
Yep.
I apparently have to take the digital crap downstairs. God, wow. I don't know what to say. You know what? I've decided that I'm just not going to react to that stuff.
Greg, I was going to say is I know you tell us things off air, but that one you should just ask him.
No, I'm not going to do that. Not on the air.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Come on.
I mean, that's personal. That's my personal opinion. I could be right. I could be wrong. And I hear myself again. Twice. I don't have that much of a delay going over to Indiana tonight.
How much? How about to New Jersey?
You're not sending myself back.
You want me to?
No. I'm good.
Okay.
Tim, what do you have for your mixer here? Is it a USB mixer?
Yeah, it's the Rode Rodecaster Pro 2.
I think that's the same one that. I think that's the same one that Hamstick has.
Oh,
could be, yeah.
We should.
Jesus, that's weird hearing myself back in my ears like that. I hate that.
What do you mean? Is it delayed?
No, just the talk back. Hearing myself back through the head. Yeah.
Are you confusing yourself?
I am. Not enough alcohol at the Mexican restaurant tonight.
So I understand what you're saying, and I get news people saying that come on and do a live hit with our equipment because we send themselves back, and they're like, "I am hearing myself. It's messing myself up." It's not like it's delayed or anything.
No. It's within my mixer, but I'm hearing it in my cans.
Are you hearing a delay?
No, just there.
Are you not? Do you not normally listen to yourself?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I'm not a fan of my own voice.
Why not? You sound fine.
I never have been. It's. I always sound weird to myself.
I can go down a rabbit hole with this, but I'm not.
Yeah,
it has something to do with your inner ear.
Could be.
I know some announcers that have that problem, and they have to like delay their voice to them because they don't want to hear it because it sounds different. I don't know.
I mean, I'm doing better now hearing myself on video, but yeah, it was always weird.
Well, at least you're not saying anything bad. That's worse when you say something bad and you hate to hear yourself. Because I've done that a few times.
No kidding. Well, I have a little bit of presence of what goes on around me.
Is that why you're kind of whispering? Because you're hearing yourself? Because you normally don't whisper, kind of. You're soft, speaking softer.
Yeah. So I mean that is one. Is that better?
A trick to that is turn your headphones down.
Oh, I did turn my headphones.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right.
And are you gating?
I am gating. Yeah, the channel.
Okay.
Are you hearing it?
I'm hearing it squeeze a little bit. All good. It's not bad. I'm just saying. Is that your heater in the background?
There is a heater in the background, yeah.
That's like Seth's ice cream machine that he has running during the winter. Or during the summer, sorry.
During the winter? What are you, nuts?
Somebody's got me.
Oh, you know what it is? I'm charging batteries.
Oh.
That's the fan. That's the fan on the battery charger.
Are you doing field day tomorrow? I don't think we got to that.
My original plan was to go out and field day, live stream from the park, and then go back out Sunday and do it again. I'm still up in the air on that one.
How cold is it supposed to get?
It's pretty cold right now. And let's see.
Define cold.
See, anything below 50 is cold for me. So,
yeah. 5 degrees at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. Well, that's pretty cold.
That's pretty cold.
Looks like our high is going to be 13. And the snowpocalypse is supposed to hit at about 1 p.m.
I was going to say.
Basically, like anything south of like your area, Ohio, and everything, plain states, they're all getting destroyed, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're supposed to see here. We're kind of on that fringe, so we either it can miss us or it will be up in it. So right now, according to my my weather station, it says it's 4.5 degrees Fahrenheit with a feel like is -10.
Ooh,
That is disgusting.
that's brutal. I was gonna say is here in the People's Republic of New Jersey, as Greg likes to say, it's 19, feels like -2. It's gonna go down to the low is gonna be about 10 tomorrow, and then high 19, and we're gonna get the snow about 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
Real quick, I want to take you guys something.
Oh,
Scott was nice enough to send me this. Here's video evidence of me asking if the frequency's in use.
Great Scott.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
Nothing. Nothing.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
So sorry, that was a weird deal.
I was live streaming one morning, and I started doing an activation like 7290 or something, and this guy just started rambling about me being on his AM frequency, and they have a common term. They call us like swab buckets, or I don't know what it is. He sounded drunk and delusional.
Shocking.
And he just kept talking to himself, going on and on. And well, I naturally, being the stubborn guy that I am, I just kept activating, making CQ, making QSOs in between his ramblings. And finally, some other guy joined in, and they were actually having a conversation. So I went ahead and stopped and moved on. But I made my point. I wasn't going to be pushed off a frequency just because somebody said it was theirs.
Yeah, I said I was getting off, so I was honoring that. If someone would have said, like, hey, you're on my frequency, I would have been like, hey, I called out a couple times. I know I did. I remember saying it. Obviously, I had 40 people, watching, and video of evidence of it. I don't know if he was listening when I did it, but just because he didn't hear it doesn't mean I didn't say it.
That's true.
But I said I was leaving, so I honored that. But if I wasn't going to leave, if I wasn't planning on leaving, he would have said something. I would have been, no, that's not cool. Were you on AM? No, I was not on AM. I should have went to free DV after. That would have been funny. And did I say FT8 or digital? I think I said digital, which is FT8's digital.
I thought I heard you say FT8, but maybe we should go to the video.
See if somebody could pull that up for me, and we'll go back.
Can we get a playback? Up in the control room, can we get the playback, please?
This has not been the first time this has happened, though. But I don't know if that was a propagation thing that one day. I think I said digital. But, I mean, I can go to digital on that frequency. Legally. I was personally referring to FT8 as digital, because it is a digital mode. Yes, angry. By the way, Dustin, that other guy I talked to, Martin, he sounded almost like you. Not just like you, but almost like you. And let's see if I don't wake up at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. I had 2 Red Bulls today, so should be good to go.
Oh boy.
I've been like waking up early, going to bed late, not sleeping all night, and then yesterday, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I kind of want to get up early tomorrow, but not really. So I was working yesterday. I was scheduled to be at work at 11, which isn't that big of a deal. But the place is 50 miles away from my house. It's close to LAX. And 11 o'clock's a decent window to get to it. I can leave like at 9:30. But they changed it to 10, and I left my house at 6:45 and barely made it.
Wait, say this again?
I barely made a call. It almost took me over 2.5 hours to get to work yesterday morning. That was before a 15-hour day.
And where was this?
Inglewood. I think I sent you a video.
Would that be when I was on a plane, overhead?
No, that was the same spot, yes, but I sent you a video of last night of me working.
Oh, did you? that would mean I actually have to look at your messages.
Yeah, I'll send it to Tim. I don't know if I want to put it on.
You don't get text messages in flight?
I do.
No, he was.
Who says I was in the air?
So where I was working is I actually videoed him coming into LAX.
Yeah, this was about a year and a half ago, Tim. I was flying New York to LA, and literally Greg caught my plane on final landing.
Oh, right on.
I'm gonna send you a video. See if you can find me.
Is this like Where's Waldo?
Yeah. I was very distraught because my cables were getting all messed up. I'm not a fan of LA. So, here's the other thing. So, I wanted to eat. There's a place called Chris and Pitts in LA. 86 DL might have heard of that because I think you're out in Westchester, Whittier, something with a W. Anyways, it's 17 miles away, and I was going to meet somebody there for dinner that lives down the street. Took me an hour and 5 minutes. Westminster, I was close, but that's not where I was going. So I thought, okay. Anyways, it literally took me an hour to go 17 miles. Ridiculous amount of traffic I've been in the last 3 days. Westco. So at this point, so it rained yesterday here in California. And the reason why I'm saying this is Chino Hills State Park is very weird about opening some parts of the park when it rains because they have a lot of the trails, they get run out from water. And they close the trails for 48 hours after rain. So tomorrow will be the 48-hour mark. So I don't know if they're going to open the area I'm going to be at. What's that?
So you don't know if it's exactly at 48 hours or that's when they start looking safe?
Yeah. And I don't even know if they consider where I'm at a trail because I'm actually in a equestrian area. But they might have it closed because the trails are closed. And the area I go to that you guys seen from the video, it's like pebbles, like rocks. I don't know, pebbles is a good word for it. It's a rocky little area. Yes, 2 miles north of the Chino Plains of Flame Museum and the Yanks Air Museum. There's 2 museums there, actually. We did have a fake hurricane here. It was actually on my birthday, of all things. I got a paid day off that day.
A fake hurricane?
Well, they said, the hurricane, whatever, Georgina, whatever it was. I can't remember. I think it's something with a G.
I think it was Hillary, wasn't it?
Was it Hillary?
I think so. Was this 2 years ago? Something like that? Yeah, I was in Vegas, and my POTA activation got canceled because they were having flash flooding all over Vegas, and I wasn't going to go out to the park.
Vegas, and I don't know if John's in here from Vegas, because he lives there, obviously. That place is not drained very well. The Strip alone, if they get a half an inch of rain, it destroys it. So I could see why they have flash floods, especially in the summertime. A lot of those, well, not in the case of the fake hurricane. They get the monsoonal moisture, whatever they call it. Comes up from Baja, Mexico, actually where the storm is coming from. And that place can get 2 inches of rain in 4 hours, which is what they get for 6 months. and it can destroy it. But the fake hurricane we got here, hey, there's somebody from Indiana on 40 meters. Was ridiculous. It was like a half an inch of rain here. It was Hillary. We didn't get any wind. We got some. It was like light mist all day long. I think I live streamed that day. We don't really get tornadoes here. But I'm planning, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is we had some rain. I'm planning on doing this live stream tomorrow. I got the dish ready. I got my cameras ready. Tim, I don't know if you know, but I grabbed myself a GoPro 13, Hero 13. I thought it would be easy to set up, and there's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
And I thought I can use it a couple certain ways, and it's not working the way I would like it to work. I thought I can live stream with it.
You want to use it as a webcam?
Yes. I was actually, so I got it to work at home. I thought I could connect to it Wi-Fi when I was in my car, and then I was going to use that as like a face camera and just stream to my phone on my phone's Wi-Fi. Anyways, so to make it stream, or to get in the function for it to stream, you have to be on Wi-Fi. So it creates its own hotspot, and then it connects to the Wi-Fi you're on. But because my phone's connecting to that Wi-Fi, it's not connecting for some reason. I don't understand. I can't get it to work. I was in my car for like 45 minutes trying to get it to work, and there was like 17 I'm going to stream live things on my YouTube that I had to go and delete. So I'm not too happy about that.
I would suggest, if you can do it, probably just go USB-C
into my phone.
Right in your lap. Well, in your phone. Well, yeah. You got an iPhone, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't tried that one.
You cheap down the memory though.
What?
You cheap down the memory on the iPhone.
What does that have to do with memory?
I don't know.
I don't buy what I don't need. A lot of my stuff's on cloud, so I don't really need the space. Right?
Well, I was talking about him passing the video through from the camera. I don't know if it'll work on the iPhone, but you should be able to use it as a webcam attached to your computer.
That's what I'm going to try tomorrow. We'll see how that works out. But my adapter doesn't come in until tomorrow as well. I'm going to try it out in the field. See what happens. It'll probably look better in the camera I have on my laptop, because it kind of sucks. I think it's only 720p at 30 frames.
I wouldn't stream over 1080.
No, I'm not.
When you're like that remotely.
No, I don't have the bandwidth. In fact, I don't think I wanted the camera and just down convert it, but I don't think I'd stream. I think I stream at 720, just because of the bandwidth on Starlink. Space in there. Speaking of spacing, I'll be using a signal through outer space hopefully tomorrow. And I've had tons of problems with my my Starlink. I guess they changed a lot of the ways you go between plans, and I was not able to reactivate or change my plan back to the nationwide roam. I had to get customer service involved, which was going through 2 days of AI before I get a real person. And I guess my account got flagged for some reason. And cellular there is very spotty. They do have Wi-Fi at that park, but it's not.
It's not cellular. It's not basically like Wi-Fi of a Starlink.
I think it's fiber actually, but it's not. It's for the campground. The campground's about a half-mile away. I'd rather have something that I'm not tying up somebody else's whatever, somebody that needs it versus me wanting it.
The other thing I was going to say is I was going to ask you, did they move you over to the new? Well, Starlink changed on the Roam plan from 50 gigs to 100 gigs.
Yes. And you pay, by the way, you pay by the gig after too, I think.
I thought I read somewhere. I could be wrong that unless you pay by the gig, it throws you on the standby plan.
I thought it said I opted in for. And see, I'm having trouble again. The account's been kind of screwy. I'm trying to get into my account here, and it's still. I don't know what the deal is with this. I'll have to research it, but I when I signed up, when I went back to the activated plan, it said it opted in for the extra, but I might be grandfathered in or something too. Oh, I got a message. It says my account is locked.
Is it locked?
Yeah. A few days after this, I don't know. That would explain why I can't get into my subscriptions. Come on, there we go.
Does that shut your card down too?
No, nothing to do with my card.
Different account?
Yeah, Starlink and Tesla are two different. Yeah, this is weird. So hopefully it'll work tomorrow. Maybe because the dish is off. But no, I was able to get into my account without the dish being on. The other thing is making sure you keep that thing up to date. So I periodically take that thing out of the garage and
Boot it up.
Boot her up. Oh, I got in. So let's see here. So I already used a gig. Wow. $50 a row. You know what? It didn't say what I said before on it. So maybe they changed it. You're right.
Well, you did a speed test for me the other day, right?
Today, yeah.
So that could be used the gig. If you open up the app, it should tell you how much you used.
Yeah, 0.6 gig today.
Oh, there you go. There's your.
I still think that's the most amazing thing. I don't think John's still in here from Vegas, but we're out there in the middle of the desert, up at Red Rock Canyon, no cell phone service, and I'm just sitting there streaming away like no problem.
Hey, Greg, are you gated?
No. Gated community?
No, your microphone.
Mike? No, it should not. There is a gate, yes, on my preamp, but it's very light.
Huh.
Are you hearing it?
I'm hearing something cut off, and I'm watching stuff. It doesn't look like anybody's getting choked. I'm not hearing it with Seth.
It probably changed there, right?
Well,
1, 2, check. It should be ever so slightly. I just don't want a bunch of background noise going. I think it sounds annoying.
Are you hearing it on my end?
I hear a little bit of gate. It's not bad. I wouldn't. It's not. It's not a deal breaker. Let me see.
But I could deactivate the gate.
No, that sounds better with the gate on.
Okay.
Gets rid of some of the noise. So yeah, I'm bummed that a lot of folks that won't be participating in the field day. That's the point, is not being able to hear it. I'm really bumming that I can't use my my wave stuff, because it corrected a lot of audio problems in real time. It's like an Orban for the radio stations. It kind of looks ahead and clears everything up. As far as tomorrow, I'm like, I saw on Facebook a lot of the clubs out there, especially in the Midwest, Lower Plain states.
Canceled field day.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I was gonna say, is my club was originally gonna do the 24 hours, but they cut it down to basically a 12-hour stint. Basically, by 9 p.m., we're going to be done. So, because around 3 a.m. is when the snow's supposed to come. So, they want us to be, they want people to be out of there and home before then.
Just because field day is canceled for some folks doesn't mean it's canceled for everybody. So, I'm going to get out there and have a lot of space. Hopefully.
Okay, Greg.
I started hearing people were. Last night, there are clubs and groups who were gonna cancel, and I kind of wish people would jump the gun. I'm not saying don't don't plan appropriately, but give it a game.
Fourth quarter decision.
Wait till game day before you make that decision. Not cancel it 2 days out based on hyped up weather reports that just about everything you hear in the media, the weather, everybody's they sensationalize it, and then it usually falls flat. So I would wait till the rubber starts hitting the road and seeing how the storms actually are before you cancel all your plans and call it a day before the day even begins.
Yeah, and I mean, to your point, I know I had some people. I one day before I did a POTA, actually in October, actually it was late September, I think, over at Chino Hill State Park. I saw that the bands were going to be bad, and they're like, "Don't cancel, just go out there and try it out. You don't know. I mean, the weather could change, or it could be not as bad. I don't want anybody to get hurt out in the weather, but I'm just saying." Like Tim said, just, wait it out. You never know. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, the good example, we were talking about Hurricane Hillary. I flew out there knowing that there was supposed to be a hurricane coming through and it was going to hit Las Vegas. I took everything with me and went there anyways because I figured, you know what, until I'm actually on the ground, I can't assess it. And that's what I did. Now, unfortunately, it did hit, and I wasn't going to go out into the desert and try to set up in a park. So I did operate it from the hotel room remotely over to the Flex. So I was still able to do something, but ideally, I want to take my radio with me when I travel to be able to activate parks.
That's something I wish I had time to do when I travel. Because it's not.
Well, I'm looking at the setup of the channel, of my mic channel, and I'm like, why isn't this thing dynamically, like I'm looking at the EQ, or I was looking at the gate, and I'm like, why is this not showing me, or the compressor, anything? And I realized I got to actually be on the screen itself to see it.
What do you have like on like podcaster mix 1 setting or whatever it is, where you can have the presets?
I started out with a preset, then adjusted it a little bit. I really can't hear myself enough to determine if it's good enough or not. I also need to, I'd like to loop this back in to the Icom so I can live stream. So I can live stream using the computer in the control, whatever SDR control. But I'd really like to just be hardwired right into the radio and use the HDMI interface and like you're doing there, but with an HDMI interface, and do that for like tomorrow. Cause my fallback plan, is to just go ahead and do it from here at the house.
Are you bringing a bunch of gear down to Hamcation?
Yeah, I mean, I'll have the 7300 Mark II. I'll probably have the Elecraft or the 705 with me.
I'd love to check that out in person.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you're flying in Wednesday or Thursday?
I get in. I land at like 11:45 p.m. on a Wednesday, the 11th.
Okay.
So my Wednesday's shot. But
are you in Cincinnati or in Dayton or in
am I where?
What are you flying to Cincinnati or to? I think is Dayton have an airport?
No, Orlando
or Indiana.
Orlando, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking wrong.
Wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to go to Cincinnati right now.
yeah.
No.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Are you flying into Orlando or are you flying into Tampa?
I'm flying in Orlando. It's pretty easy flying in there. And I was gonna take. What's that?
Well, so that week, typically there's a huge. I think it's just like a cheerleading competition, collegiate cheerleading competition.
Oh, lovely.
And I've never had a whole lot of trouble getting in and out, but like last year, for whatever reason, I could not find a flight into Orlando that was reasonable. So I ended up flying to Tampa instead and just driving across.
Really? I had all my flights have a bunch of empty seats on there.
So what was that Mark II shipping in a couple weeks?
So I was gonna fly in and land there like at 4:30 or something like that. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
But from experience, that traffic right around 5 p.m., especially in the airport area, is brutal. And I just didn't think it was a big enough deal to get in that early. I got all day Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm leaving first thing on Sunday morning. But
we're probably doing some dinner or something Wednesday night.
Wednesday night?
Mm-hmm.
Bummer. Anything Thursday?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it offline.
Okay.
What was I going to say? And the other thing, I was trying to plan out the rocket launch. And of course, the second window opens for the SLS launch the day I leave on the 15th or whatever. So I have some engagement I need to get to on that late morning, early afternoon of the 15th. So I need to scram back over here.
So we saw, I think it was last year. Wait, yeah. Sorry, one of the rocket recoveries, where the rocket's coming back down.
Mm-hmm.
We were able to watch that from the fairgrounds parking lot, or you could see it. Let me say you couldn't like watch it get recovered, but you could see the rocket coming down.
There's something scheduled for it looks like the 14th. So I might, if it's at night, I might gather myself and drive over.
If I'm not mistaken, last year there was a group of people that went over to the Cape to go check out something.
I might just go over there. I want to see that rocket up close. If it doesn't launch that first week, get some photos of it maybe. I don't know. I'm a little bit bummed that it's not going to work out the way I wanted it to. But for me, timing that out for them to launch that thing, that's very, very difficult. I tried it out with last couple space shuttle launches. I tried it out with the first couple manned Falcon launches, and I couldn't nail out a time. Like I'd go to book my flight, and then like 2 days before, we're pushing it 3 days. Ugh. It's like I can't fly out there and sit there for 3 days. Cost me $700. And then, I bought a changeable ticket. But that just means you don't pay the change fees. You still have to pay the difference in fare. And sometimes if you change, flying on a Wednesday versus a Friday afternoon, it's going to be a 40% difference in price. As Seth knows because he flies a lot.
I don't fly enough.
I don't want to see another airplane for a couple of weeks. I'm good. I'll talk to you guys offline about that. Seth kind of knows. I'm good.
Yeah.
You sure you're good?
I'm good. You're being asked if did anybody hear any sonic booms when you saw the rockets come back down? So go ahead.
I was gonna say when they light the engines, you hear that boom. I don't know if it's flying fast enough to break the speed of sound when it's falling.
It should be. I know. So I don't know if you've been in the tour of the Space Center there, but every once in a while you can get lucky and have an astronaut conversation day. There's like this little theater that's right by the visitor center, and I was able to catch it one time. And I actually asked the question. I'm like, hey, you always hear, the rocket's supersonic, yada, yada, yada. And nobody on the ground hears anything. And I don't understand physics. I'm not a smart guy. And he explained it very simply. He's like, well, the rocket's moving away from you. So is the sound. So the sound's being broken away from you, and the shock wave will be going away from you. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. So he's like, yeah, anybody up above the rocket would be able to hear it if there's somebody up there. But he said when the rocket comes down or like the space shuttle comes down, you'll hear the sonic boom because the nose is pointed towards the, towards the ground. And so let's take it back to another thing. There's a new company called Boom Sonic. And they I wouldn't say invented a new way to create a lower level sonic boom. And it's because the way the airplane is shaped and the angle of the transit it is. So the boom, because the way that the plane sits at like a 1.5 degree angle or something like that, but it's still going level, it sends the shock wave up versus down on the ground. So it's still a little bit present, but it's like 1/10 of what it normally is. Pretty interesting. Yes, the direction of the pressure. I believe that's what he said. I'm not a physics guy, so I don't understand that stuff until he laid it out in layman's terms for a dummy like me. But I'm like, oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. That is correct. Yeah, they did some tests out in Mojave, and it was very minimal. Like it wasn't audible, but there was a pressure difference. They had sensors out, and it wasn't you couldn't hear it. And they went to 1.9 or whatever. And I guess it's going to be close to 2.0 Mach. I don't know if that makes a difference in sound, but it didn't really make any sound. So that would make it, they'll legalize it to go across the United States. So they're talking these planes they'll make a New York, LA trip in about 2.5 hours. And I think New York to New York to London, just about under 4 hours. It's going to be slower than the Concorde, but definitely faster than a 747, which is pretty much the fastest commercial plane.
Concords are, as I say, Concords are ugly planes.
Very ugly, very noisy. But man,
I remember watching that last one crash. What was that, around 2000?
Yeah.
Or, no. It was in the 1990s.
No, I thought it was 2000.
Was it 99? It was 99 or 2000? No, wait.
I thought it was after 2000.
It was about 2000 because it crashed, and then I think they were doing flight testing and returned back to service when 9/11 happened, right?
I think so. The one that crashed wasn't a normal flight. It was a charter, I want to say. It was because the normal flights weren't really going, like you said, because of 9/11. But I think I mentioned this before. I was saving up my Delta miles to get a flight over to Paris.
Oh, on the Air France.
Yeah, and then they canceled the program. I was so bummed. I just got to I think it was like 250,000 one way. And back then, that was a lot of miles, in miles terms. So I saved for like 4 years. And then, poof, a month before I go and make the trip, it's crushed. What's that?
I was to say the Air France flight 4590. It happened on July 25th, 2000. And it's like the tail end of it caught fire as it was taken off.
And it wasn't really the plane's fault. It hit something on the runway, right?
Metal shrapnel from a Continental flight or something?
Yeah. Like it wasn't, I mean, it was maybe a little bit of a design flaw, but if you hit anything, it was bad timing. It bums me out. But those planes were so highly expensive to run.
Yeah, this thing says it was caused by a series of errors, including overloaded fuel tanks, a faulty tire, and a hydraulic problem.
Oh, yeah, because it hit the hydraulics, I think.
Yeah.
That sucks. Very sad. It'd make it a lot easier to get to Europe. Because some of those folks they were interviewing, I watched a documentary on it. Those guys would fly over in the morning and then fly back at night. They're like normal people, or normal, like regulars or whatever. I mean, I think the business has changed a little bit. You don't need to be in person as much, but those people want to make those deals in person. It's quiet. It's quiet out there. It's Friday night. Everybody's like frozen. Here's some Casey.
Yep. All right. So titanium wear strip from a Continental DC-10 is what punctured the tire, and the tire shredded, and that shredding led to hitting the underside of the left wing, rupturing the number 5 fuel tank, and the fuel tank ignited, causing the fire. And because of the fire, they lost control.
It was like super bad timing, and like where it hit, it's like worst case scenario.
Yeah.
If they would have hit it 10 miles an hour speed wise, they probably could have not lifted off, maybe could have came to a stop. You know, whatever. They would have hit it with a front nose gear. Probably wouldn't have done anything as bad. You know, bad, timing. That is some Final Destination shit. But I don't know. For me, traveler, someone that, frequent airlines, at least more in the past, I think we've gone a little backwards, slowing down. A lot of the newer planes are more efficient and they go a lot slower. And we should be going Mach 2 across anything to Hawaii or Japan or Australia or Europe. That should be supersonic as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Whoever makes that new plane, they're going to make a lot of money. If I won the lottery, I'd invest in the Boom Sonic or anything that's trying to make anything that goes faster in the commercial airlines. It's not all efficiency is time too. Time is, you're never going to buy back your time. And sitting there on
we need to be able to teleport.
I'm not against that. But
just like Star Trek, just walk up to the pad and boop, you're gone. There you are. Somewhere else.
Yeah, it's enough time. You can get supersonic and within 50 miles. Just sitting on a plane flying over the North Atlantic for 11 hours or whatever. That's ridiculous. It's 2025. In the 70s, they're going 5 times as fast. I think it has, but it just hasn't gone in the speed direction. I think if they worked on engines that were a little faster and planes that can handle the supersonic forces, I think would be there. But I'm not that smart. Many years ago, I used to work for Air Force, nonstop Oklahoma. Yeah. What's I think the speed record for that thing for the SR-71 from right over here, Riverside Airport, March Air Force Base, I believe.
To Dulles, right? In an hour?
58 minutes or 52 minutes, something like that. And it was the last time anything flew over the entire United States supersonic, because I think it broke windows along the way. He's talking about using the Starship thing to transport people across the United States too. And he said he could get to Europe in an hour and a half. But I'll believe it when I see it. 812? Yeah, they've done a lot of stuff on Star Trek. We should just make some stuff reality. Because I think, travel, the getting there part's like a huge waste of time in my eyes. Just flying to Europe or something like that for 11 hours from California. That's ridiculous. In this day and age, as far as I'm concerned. Quiet on the bands. I'm going to try 80. It might be early enough. It might be late enough. Let's see here.
Did you know the Russians had a supersonic airplane?
Oh, that thing was in bad shape.
Yeah. It says it was retired in 1978.
I want to say they crashed one at an air show. I'm correct. I think an Airbus crashed an A320 at an air show. Battery density really hasn't improved. Maybe people should work on it. Wish I had the smarts. No breakthrough levels? Someone needs to invent something. People don't know what they need till they need it. Like we didn't know we needed a phone. I remember this vividly. I was working a preseason, I wasn't say spring training baseball in Arizona, like Peoria or Glendale or something like that. And this guy we work with, Kevin Price, kind of a different folk, nice guy. He was standing in a phone booth talking on his cell phone in the 90s. And we thought that was the craziest thing. Like, why didn't you just pick up the phone and dial? But he was using his cell phone. And then I remember driving back to the airport. I'm thinking, I don't think we're going to need that phone thing anymore, the payphone anymore. And like 5 years later, they're all gone pretty much. A12 was a single seat version of the SR-71. It made it before the data purchase. Interesting. Didn't know anything about that. I got too much noise here, dude, for 80. I got S20 noise tonight. I don't think that's going to work for voice. I don't think I'm going to make any contacts on. But I am seeing Colorado on here. Let's see how I'm doing on here. Got over 100 today. Only 34 contacts on FT8. What is future update anyways? Even today, you could probably present as long. Yeah. I mean, I agree. You're not wrong on that. But like for the people that want to go somewhere, I mean, there's so much time wasted you're never going to get back. Just sitting there on an airplane, sitting there in an airport, inefficient airport.
Well, it's faster for me to drive to Chicago than it is to fly.
Yeah.
It's like a 35-minute flight between Indianapolis and Chicago, but you guys spend all the time before and after.
Yeah. You know, back in the day, it wasn't as bad.
Overture, supersonic airliner from Boom Supersonic.
Yeah, that's the
one. Says they have orders from United and Japan Airlines and somebody else. United, American, and Japan Airlines.
Good.
I have orders.
Yeah. I hope it happens. I don't think it will, but you know how those things usually fall flat. I follow the owner guy. I'm spacing on his name. He's commented on some stuff. I actually want a shirt. Let me see if I can grab it here. I think this is it. There we go. This is right when they, I believe, they legalized supersonic again for low. I forget the term for it. Low something or other sound or whatever. Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
Cruising speed is Mach 1.7.
Yeah, I think they got their
cruising altitude is 60,000 feet.
I think they got their test plane up to 1.9. I want to say, at least the day that I watched, because the chase plane was having trouble keeping up with it. They were using Starlink too. The first time someone used supersonic live streaming. Yeah, the thing is with a business travel is that this is just my personal theory, and people may disagree, but we're creatures of exploration, and part of that exploration is meeting people and having a human connection. And you just don't do that with a Zoom meeting. We figured out during COVID, you lose a lot in between. A 2-dimensional being is not as good as a 3-dimensional person. I hope that company goes off. Like I said, if I won the lottery, I would try to invest everything I could into that company. Because I think if it happens, it's going to be like the big thing. Think of all that time will be saved. And they're trying to do it cheap.
It says here in their marketing material that they've got 130 orders.
I hope it goes through. I will change a lot in air travel. I like I said, I think the manufacturers got a little comfortable, and they got into the efficiency of, what it takes to get from A to B versus the time. Just think if they just kept on, doing cruise ships between here and Europe, and just make them nicer and nicer and nicer and more efficient. Well, that just doesn't work in my eyes. You gotta think ahead. I believe they're in they're as much as a first class ticket in some cases. The economics of flying was a lot different back in the day. I believe a one-way ticket was like a round trip first class ticket price.
They're saying London to New York, 3 hours, 50 minutes versus 7 hours, 25 minutes. So half the time.
Yeah. And you're never going to buy your time. And just sitting on those slow-ass airplanes flying across the North Atlantic in the middle of the night, it's ridiculous. It's just dumb.
Ooh. New York to Miami. 1 hour, 25 minutes instead of 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Big whopping hour. But you can get hosed on a delay on the ground with that.
Yeah.
Average transatlantic trip price was $12,000 according to this facility. If people have the money, and you know what? There are going to be business jet versions of those things. One of the reasons why a lot of these CEOs travel with personal planes, so to speak, because it's a time saver. Obviously, there's some safety involved. It saves time, and people cannot get time back. Someone's net worth is a lot more worth to their time. Like they can go and visit 7 different buildings, whatever, of stores or whatever in one day versus visiting 3 in person, can make a big difference. Someone spits. Yeah. Well, if Seth was in here, he might be still watching. When they get the winds whipping through like LaGuardia, they flip the airport like 2 or 3 times in an hour, and and you stack the planes up. Yeah, I would love to be able to, save. I do a trip to New York and I save 3 hours each way. That'd be huge. You can make it back. Say I work an afternoon game in New York City, and I catch a 6 p.m. flight, and I land back here at 6 p.m. and then I have, I can go to dinner that night with my family from working 2,500 miles away. That would be huge. I don't know. By the way, I got my ARRL shirt on. Woohoo!
Oh, I thought you were going to say your ARRP card.
I'm not old enough yet. I think I have to be 55, right? I have 4.5 more years.
No, you don't have to be that old.
I thought it was 55.
I'm already getting the cards, and I'm already getting them. I'm not 55 yet.
So
this place has a systems engineer, infrastructure, and support position open.
What's that? For that Boom Sonic?
Yeah, the company does.
Morgan, what's your airline? Go work for them. Give me the scoop on when they're going to get going. I think they want to get the planes in the air by 2029, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're in Colorado.
They are, yeah.
Got stranded in Hotel 6 nights. Ugh.
No, they're doing too much cloud crap. I'm not a cloud guy.
I know some cloud guys. You're an American guy. I like American. I hate going through Dallas. They have too many tight connections, or I would go through them. Let's look at it. Someone put "I love you" 73. Let's see if I can get rid of my photo here, and then you could be able to see it. Look at that. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. I love you.
Jeez.
I was an American guy for 1 year.
Southwest guy.
I don't mind Southwest, but they've gone down.
I was a Southwest guy until they effed my flight up bigly going out to San Diego the last time. Screwed me out of an entire day of my life, making me sit and flip an air. I was supposed to have a direct flight, and between the I'll give the mechanical. I'm not upset about that one, but going from, we're going to get you right on a plane to another 10 hours sitting in the freaking Nashville airport.
Hit your, Tim, hit your arrow. You're falling out of latency. Next to the jitter buffer. Next to latency.
I don't see that.
There you go. You got it.
Oh.
Now there should be no delay. You were like a second and a half delayed almost.
Oh, wow. That's horrible.
That's why we're starting to talk over each other. Like, why are we talking over each other?
Sorry.
When I used to do domestic travel, I always preferred Delta. Delta screwed me the least. It's not the best airline. I didn't have a problem with American because as much as I don't like going through Dallas, Dallas is kind of easy to get through. You're halfway across the country, so you have a pretty good chance of making it back. When I go through Atlanta, the further you get, for me, it's harder to get back. So if I make it to Dallas, I can get back to Salt Lake. I can get back to Phoenix if I had to. I can get back to Denver if I had to. So I had another, option with Atlanta. It's just, it's too hard. You already lost 3 hours. You gain an hour being in Dallas, but in the springtime going through Dallas, no thanks. You get hosed. Lots of storms. Delta used to have a hub in Dallas, and one of the reasons why they got out of there is because of the weather in the spring. I think they lost a plane there too. I think an L-10 went down because of a thunderstorm in there.
Really?
I believe so. They hit a wind shear or something like that. Do you still fly? I do still fly a little bit. I did do a pretty gnarly trip last week. I don't want to discuss on here, but I don't do any more NASCAR. No, I haven't done NASCAR in over 10 years. Tim, I'll text you what I did.
Oh, okay. I really liked flying Southwest when you could just roll right up and find a seat.
Yeah.
And this whole so after the incident going out to San Diego and wasting a day of my life, they also instituted bag fees and
NBA.
Yeah, the bag fees and what was the other thing they did? The assigned seating. Yeah, and I was like, if you want to be like every other airline, and I'm going to treat you all like it's got to be about price now, and that's it.
That was to your point, to your the advantage of Southwest Airlines, and I know this has nothing to do with ham radio, but I used to fly to Phoenix a lot or the Bay Area. I would prefer to be on Southwest, is because what your point was, you could just roll up.
Yeah.
Like I'd wake up in the morning, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'm going to take the next flight. And the next flight was going to be in like 90 minutes, right? I'm going to sleep in for another 40 minutes. I'd call, hey, is there seats available? Yeah. All right. I'm going to take the, can you switch me? Yeah. And they wouldn't charge you.
Yeah.
They'd great. You'd roll up, drop your bag, walk up, you're out. Not anymore. Ridiculous.
So the founder of the airline, I don't know, had passed away at some point, and whoever's running the airline now, they're so busy trying to be like all the other airlines that they stop doing what set them apart.
Correct.
From the other airlines. And I said, I wasn't happy with it. So,
and to Dan's point, you made earlier with Delta and Orlando, they run a lot of international planes because of the high load factor out of Orlando into Atlanta. So there's a lot of options. And yeah, that's what I like Southwest, because it set them apart, because they're just a little bit different. And I didn't, if you can deal with the different for the time saving and cheaper, like I used to be able to go to Phoenix for like $49, one way.
Mm-hmm.
With the taxes and everything, it was whatever, $65. So we'd pop over there, work a couple, spring training games, pop back. If I miss my 7 p.m. flight, I can catch an 8:20 out. I didn't have to worry about it. Now it's like, if you don't make the 6:20, the next flight's at 11:40. And then the next flight after that, because Monday is going to be busy, you're not going to get out till 2:40 on Monday. So It's not, And they screwed up their system. And it's great they're flying to Hawaii, but you know what? There's plenty of other airlines flying to Hawaii. Don't fly to Hawaii.
The only reason they took forever to fly to Hawaii is because they wouldn't upgrade their software system.
I think it was their ETOP. They didn't want to do ETOPs because it was expensive too.
Yeah.
Extended. Denny was in here. Extended range over water or whatever. But yeah, it's flying. I think 9/11 did a reset. It wasn't that good. And I think COVID did the, a really bad nail into the coffin of the airlines. They really got bad after COVID.
Everything got bad after COVID. We got into this mindset. We got trained as lab rats to be conditioned to horrible service, just accepting whatever because, we're all in this together kind of thing, right? And here we are 3 years out, 4 years out, 5 years out, and we still get the same crappy service. And companies, that's their their standard now is crappy. And we just okay, whatever, I guess, we're all in this together still, because that's how we're conditioned. So took us 4 hours of stupid idiots at Comcast's offshore, Xfinity's offshore customer service group to figure out how to create a return shipping label.
For what?
Oh, they sent me a replacement modem, cable modem, and there was nothing that said it needed to come back. There was no RMA or shipping label or anything like that. And they're like, oh, we need the modem back. Okay, fine. Send me a shipping label. And then they're like, oh, you can take it to our store. I'm like, no, that's like 30 miles away. Send me a label. And that broke their algorithm.
You're not conditioned to follow their stuff.
No, I'm not.
I'm not either. I don't buy that crap.
Yeah, and every person you talk to was more focused on trying to upgrade our service. Well, I'm like, I got the fastest service. What more can you do for me? Got it. It's like, well, we can get you the 2 gig with the 300 megabit up.
What are you going to do with 3 gig or 2 gig?
2 gig down.
What are you going to do with that, though? You're an IT guy. Do you really need 2 gigs?
Hell yeah.
For what?
I need all the gigs, man.
You don't need to know.
I got 4 people in this house that live online, streaming and downloading stuff and playing games. So I have it's like 1.2 down now and like 30 megs up, and I push it all the time.
I can see you pushing the 30 up.
And unfortunately, I don't have fiber.
So I think Starlink might be faster than cable modem in a couple years.
Yeah, when they get the density.
I guess they're lowering the satellites now over the next 3 years. Oh, good. This guy was a voice contact, I think.
Whoever you
No,
were,
it wasn't.
whoever you were working just a minute ago, there was OS1 from the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what OS1, but I didn't see the Navy thing.
The 3 stripes. That's first class petty officer, and then there's rate insignia as operations specialist. So they're the guys that work the radars and.
He's a radio guy.
No, not radio.
No, well, radar is radio, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it uses radio waves. They're not. They would track planes and stuff like that. Not air traffic controllers. That's a different rate.
Man, I need to get my voice contacts up.
Yeah, you do.
Tomorrow. What was I going to check? Oh, I wasn't looking at this.
Yeah. So the dilemma is if I go to the park tomorrow, which tomorrow shouldn't be too bad. I do an hour or two, then come Sunday, if I want to go back to the park, I was going to live stream, do my normal Sunday morning live stream, and just do it as winter field day. I can continue that same log, same setting, whatever it is, mobile, emergency, whatever the class is. But if I do it tomorrow, I have to do it again Sunday. I can't switch to the house. You could, but I don't want to. I want to maintain the purity of my log, the authenticities.
I'm assuming you're going to do it in your car, right? The POTA.
Yeah, it's single digits. I'd probably do it. But I was going to take the 7300, and actually the last 2 weeks I've taken it. I kind of like it, and I might be buying another one. So, I like the ability to, because when I was live streaming using the 891, I'd have a camera pointing down on the display. That way, it's just part of my live stream setup. You can see me, you can see the display of the radio, and then you can see the logging software. Because I try to keep it educational so people see what's going on, follow along, and be able to hopefully gain something from it, so that if they will learn how to do it, they're seeing it all as if they were like sitting there with me. So the 7300, obviously, because it's got the HDMI out, I removed the camera, put the output of the radio in there, and it's good to go. And I like that too. So and I kind of like it a little bit because it's a little nicer than the not the 991, but the 891.
I wish the new 7300 was the same size as the 891. That would be amazing.
Yeah, it's a little bigger. Yeah, one is a tabletop footprint though, and the other one's a mobile.
That's the Hornet, right?
Which one's that?
NB6GC. Am I right on that? Hornet? Oh yeah. I know the history of the Hornet. Apollo 11. Zen Maker 2522 is going to be operating off the USS Hornet.
Oh, cool.
N6.
Somebody's asking for a fake polar bear award. Polar bear.
What's a polar bear award? Is that fake?
I don't know.
They should have a fake award for tomorrow's field day with Frozen. You get Frozen something or other. An ice cube. You get an ice cube award.
A polar bear just because it's cold.
Man, the 20 went to poop. I went on 30 and it was nothing. I hope field day is not. I hope I'll be able to make some contacts. I just hope I'll be able to make a true activation.
I think everybody's just they're in bed. They're going to bed early.
Well, I still got quite a few people on 40. And the band on 40, at least on voice, was starting to die out when I got off. And the Alpha Hotel there didn't make it any better. Hello from New Brunswick, Canada, VE9AE. Nice to see you in the chat tonight. What's left of it for you? 9 more minutes, and unless Nova Scotia's in the half hour ahead, right? If I'm correct.
Are they in the Atlantic time zone?
No, they're like in a different time. One of those provinces up there have their own time zone, I think.
I think that's the Atlantic.
Is that the Atlantic time zone?
Yeah, that's east of Maine.
I've been up there. I can't remember. I know there's we found out there's 7 time zones that are half hours. And our friend Colin's in one of them. I think North Korea is another one. Myanmar is another one. I think we looked it up one night.
Atlantic Standard Time, yeah. Brunswick is in.
It's a 30-minute difference. Got a POTA.
No, it says it's 12:52 right now.
So it's already.
It's on the hour. It's already tomorrow, man. Yeah, there's quite a few of those half hour off time zones.
When I had never been in one until when I was down in Australia, and mentally, I know it doesn't matter really what time it is, but mentally it really screwed me up. After traveling across so many different time zones that trip, it really screwed me up. I was trying to figure out what, and then we were watching TV and like the time is off on there because I didn't have the Adelaide time on there, ADL time, whatever they called it.
Yeah. So I've been to India Standard Time. I don't know, when we sail, but I don't know how often it was. Every day or so, every couple of days, we would change time zones. So we always. What's that?
Did you guys change, like physically change the time and the clocks in the boat every day? Or did you go off UTC?
We would operate because we weren't changing that much. We would, everything in the deck logs, all that stuff is done in Zulu time or UTC. But as far as when you're getting up and moving around, it was basically we're following the sun. So local time, but like I said, it's every couple of days. It wasn't 3 time zones or 4 time zones in a day. So no jet lag or boat lag, I guess.
Yeah, you're moving a lot slower, so you shouldn't really. It's like me driving to Phoenix. It's not much of a time difference. It's like when I did a POTA, was it last winter? I did the POTA in Arizona at Lake Mead, and it was mountain time, and then I went across the river, I went across the river there, it's Colorado River, back in the Pacific time. It was kind of awkward, and then I had to try to figure out, okay, well, I need to be at work because my clock on my watch changed automatically because I crossed over, and it changed on my car, so I got confused, even though it was just an hour, but it was kind of weird. Obviously, we log our contacts UTC, so that part it wasn't too different. All right, it's just about 9 o'clock here in Southern California. It's almost midnight in Indiana.
Sure is.
Home of what was I going to say? Steak and Shake.
That's right.
Yes, they filmed up in the Bay Area.
And Alameda.
I filmed all over. I think they did a lot of filming at that old Moffett Field or whatever it was. I can't remember. Filming and recording. Portland, Oregon. Where's Tim at? The other Tim. Portland, Oregon Tim. Ooh, good thing I didn't accidentally hit my email as soon as I switched cameras. Perfect. So real quick, I'm at 882 for my DXCC for my 1,000 challenge. I don't think I'll make it this year for 1,000, but because I want to get almost 1,100 before I put in for it. Okay, the AI5BE Tim from Waveland, Mississippi.
So, Greg, Newfoundland and Labrador, which is an island nation, used to be an independent nation. That's why their call signs are a little bit different than the rest of the Canadian call signs. They're on UTC minus 330.
So they're the half hour one.
They're the half hour off one, yeah. Let's see who else. Then there's a UTC plus 330, which is Iran. Looks like maybe several cities in Iran, including Tehran. Then UTC plus 430 is Afghanistan. UTC plus 530, which is the India Standard Time, is India and Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka. Yeah. So that's that. When I said I was in Indian Standard Time, that's where I was at with Sri Lanka. Not as flashy as maybe where Hamstick's been.
He's been in a while.
Yeah, although I've been to that country also. Oh, and now here's one I did not know this. UTC plus 5 hours 45 minutes is Nepal.
45 minutes.
45. I've never seen that. Well, I mean, I've probably seen that, just didn't realize it. So yeah, Nepal. 5 hours 45 minutes.
Nepal is up by Mount Everest, right? Is that? I
believe so. Yeah.
Am I off on that or?
No, I think you're right.
Yeah, Mount Everest. I wonder if Mount Everest had his own time zone, being up so high. All those dead bodies on the way up. I think they're up to like, what, 4,500 dead bodies going up there? I saw something on YouTube about it. Someone took a drone.
I don't know.
Someone took a drone up there. By the way, real quick, 47 of you folks watching, thank you. I appreciate it. Not much ham radio going on tonight. And this is why I said dead. A little bit of a dead night here. Hopefully people are in their beds trying to stay warm on the Great Plains states and the East Coast. Colorado. I know somebody was complaining about that earlier. I don't blame you because I hate the cold. I'm going to try to do a live stream from Chino Hill State Park tomorrow, late morning my time. So you have to adjust whatever time zone you're in. I hope it's good. I hope I have a place to do it. I don't know if anybody else is going up there and taking up the park tables. I don't have my own table. I guess I can take one. I don't know, but planning on doing that. If not, I can do it from the car. Not a big deal. So that being said, Tim, you got anything to say?
Yeah, go subscribe, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And, yeah, look for me on the spotting page tomorrow. I'll be operating field day, but I'll most likely, if I'm out, I'll be at a park. So it'll get credit on the backside.
Burn a lot of, gas there, probably keeping yourself warm in the car there. So be safe out there. Don't get frostbitten. Hopefully your ATOS doesn't get frozen up. You have an ATOS, right? I'm correct?
I do, but I'm going to probably go with a full infed halfway, get a little bit more oomph.
Okay, well, be careful out there in the cold. I'm sure you're probably used to it, being from where you're at. But take care, everybody. Enjoy some Weather Channel. I think it's Weather. Yeah, the Weather Channel thingamajig here, the emulator. And Scott's, I'm sure he's going to go pet his cats right now. So take care, everybody.
Bye.